Remember when Elijah said to Elisha, he said, what do you want? He said, oh, I want a double portion. I want your mantle. He said, the strange thing, he said, well, if you see me when I go, you can have it. I bet that guy never left his side from that point on. And he's being lifted up, the chariot comes, and he says, look, where's the mantle? Where's the double portion? What was that about? See, you can only get into the new if you see that the old is passing away. The old of the church now is passing away. There is something new that God wants us to enter, and it's double what we've seen before. There is a double portion involved. He said, if you see the old passing away, if you see me when I'm going, you can have it. You cannot enter into the new unless you see the old is passing. We're moving into a new day. Now, I want to talk to you about Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, England, because they're all connected. And it's like the UK, Australia is a colony. It was a colony, originally a colony of the UK, right? Same with New Zealand. Sure, there were a number of Aboriginals here, but these were colonized by the British. And New Zealand was colonized by the British, okay? So we have a heritage in Australia and New Zealand that goes back to something in England. And I thought, ooh, when the Lord spoke to me about this about a week ago, I thought, whoa, hang on, let me think about this for a moment. You know, the European Union, Britain has just got out of the European Union, right? You know, most Christians in the UK voted to stay in. That blew me away. I just saw these statistics before I came here. Most of the Christians voted to stay in. I thought, what is wrong with them? Why would you do that? Knowing that the destiny of Great Britain were hanging on the outcome of this vote. The destiny as a sheep nation was hanging on the destiny of them coming out of the European Union. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that because it affects us here. You know, the city of Brussels in Belgium is quickly being set up as the Antichrist headquarters. There's no doubt about that. It's very clear. And the fact is this, the headquarters of the EU in Brussels was built as a memorial to the Tower of Babel. And only built it halfway, and it's not finished. And if you ask them, why did you do that? It's because they didn't, we will finish this in our day. I know, how blatant is this? So, then secondly, they built a statue and placed it out of the EU headquarters in Brussels. You know what that statue was? It was the statue of the woman in the book of Revelation, riding the beast. And I thought, ooh. You know, Revelation 17:6, and I saw this woman drunk with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered after her. Revelation 7:3 and 4, and he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw this woman sitting on a scarlet beast full of the blasphemous names. And it had 7 heads and 10 horns, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold, jewels, and pearls, holding in her hand the cup, a golden cup, of the abominations and the impurities of her sexual immorality. That's the statue they built outside the headquarters of the European Union. And I admit to it, that's what it is. It's Antichrist kingdom. The first sign which the European Union chose as its symbol was the woman out of the book of Revelation riding the beast. She's depicted on a huge paintings in the Parliament's new building in Brussels. She's also depicted on their new stamps, postage stamps. It's like a huge sculpture outside the European Union Council of Ministers office in Brussels. Hey, we're in the last days. You know, the Antichrist is alive and being groomed already. He's in the process of being groomed. And Britain just got out of there with the skin of her teeth. It was just that much. It would have affected us, you know, here in Australia. They just got out of it. The vote was so close. We had prayed for a long, long time. God, take them out of that. Get them out of that. So, in their main parliamentary building, there's about 680 seats for different delegates and countries that have their seats all spread out, and it's like in a big curve in their parliament area. And each seat is numbered. And there are about 667 seats, I think, there. And they're all taken except, you know, seat number 665 is taken. Seat number 667 is taken. But seat number 666 is vacant. And when you ask them, what is that? They say, this is for our future leader. Can you believe that? I mean, it's all there documented. And the church goes along, la, 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 la. 666, still waiting for their leader who's now in the process of being groomed.